guys, Dale and Abigail. Let's go.
Welcome to arithmetic. We're going to start with our 4 multiplication family. Girls are going to say the first fact, then boys, you will come and echo them with the second fact. So girls stand, 0 times 4, together begin. 0 times 4 equals 0. 1 times 4 equals 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 4 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 5 times 4 equals 20. 6 times 4 equals 24. 7 times 4 equals 28. 8 times 4 equals 32. 9 times 4 equals 36. 10 times 4 equals 40. 11 times 4 equals 44. 12 times 4 equals 48. Great teamwork, ladies. Excellent job echoing them, gentlemen. I'm going to call your row. You stand to give me the answers. So row 1, you may stand. Students watching, you be ready to participate with row 2. Row 1, you may stand.
40.
40 is correct.
36.
Good, Jimmy.
34. 32.
32.
12.
Yes.
18.
Yes, Cadence.
16.
You got it.
6.
Nice job, Rose watching.
12.
Yes.
36.
36.
4.
Good.
20.
Yes.
20. 0. 9.
Excellent speed. Row 3.
9. 18.
18.
15.
15. 14.
24. 28.
28 is correct.
9.
Yes.
6. 22.
Good speed. Row 4.
31. 0.
Yes. Good, Kathleen.
10.
Yes.
60. 20. 21.
Good, Dev.
44. 27.
27. Good, Devin. Carly. Row 5.
24.
You've got it.
20. 4.
24.
48.
Good, Kate.
30. 12.
Good, Kaden.
40.
Yes.
36.
You've got it.
32.
Yes.
12. 18.
18 is right.
16.
6.
12. 36.
Good, Asa. Excellent thinking. Now let's continue on with our 3 division family. This time boys will start and girls will echo. Boys stand. 0 divided by 3. Doing the division side. Ready? Begin. 0 divided by 3 equals 0. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. 30 divided by 3 equals 10. 33 divided by 3 equals 11. 36 divided by 3 equals 12. You've got it. Now we're going to go through some of those division facts this time. Students watching, you also be ready to participate with row 2. Row 1, stand.
4.
Good.
4. 12.
Yes, Cadence.
1.
2 is right.
9.
Not 9. 1.
12. 9. 7.
7. Good thinking, Cadence. Row 2 and students watching.
12.
8. Good, Arthur.
3.
3. Good, Jacob.
9.
Yes, Una.
6.
Good.
5.
Yes.
2. 5.
5. Good, Jacob.
11.
11.
4. 2.
2 is right. Row 3.
3.
Good, Emily.
11.
Yes, 11 is correct.
1.
1.
0.
0.
12.
Good, Emily.
1.
Yes.
8.
Good speed. Row 4.
7.
Yes, Dev.
18.
Not 18, but
8.
8.
4.
4.
9.
Good, Dev.
0.
Yes.
10.
Good.
11.
Yes.
7.
Good speed. Row 5.
12.
Good.
1. 2.
2.
3.
Yes.
4.
4. Good thinking, Kaden.
5.
Good, Josh.
6.
Yes, Lexi.
10.
10 is right.
6.
Excellent speed. Good thinking at the end there. Well done. Now we're going to go over some addition and subtraction facts. Same thing, but this time I want you to think about some favorite breakfast foods that you enjoy eating, and you be ready to answer when I call something that you enjoy eating. If you enjoy eating cereal, stand.
8.
Good.
9.
Yes.
13. 6.
Excellent speed. You may be seated. I can tell you must have had your cereal this morning. If you enjoy your eggs, stand.
3.
3.
14. 11.
Good.
11. 1. 4.
Good speed. Waffles or pancakes? Continue.
17. 1. 3. 9. 4. 3.
Good speed. I can tell you definitely enjoy having that for breakfast. Now, when I call your name, you be ready to give me the answer. Tyra. Aiden. 14 is right. Good. Adriana.
11.
Good. Gage.
13.
Yes. Carson.
8.
Close.
7.
7. Emily.
3.
You've got it. Aiden. 8. Presley.
9.
That's it. Kathleen.
13.
Yes. Dev.
6.
Anna.
3.
You've got it. Josh.
14.
Lexi.
11.
Amaya. 11 is right. Students watching. Carly.
1.
Good thinking. Now we're going to think through some of these facts as a part of our rapid calculation practice. So wait for me to call your row. Students watching are a part of row 2. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals row 1. Jackson.
12.
Madison.
9.
9 is the correct answer. 5 plus 5 plus 5, row 4 equals. Deb.
15.
15 is right. 4 times 4 minus
equals
row 2.
row 2.
Arthur. Adriana. 14 is correct. Good thinking. 8 divided by 2 minus 4 equals row 3. Emily. 0. Fast thinking. 12 divided by 2 minus 3 equals row 5. Asa. 3. Fantastic. For anyone, I'm going very fast. So you listen very quickly. 3 times 4 divided by 2 equals. Morgan. Tyra. Arthur. 6 is correct. If you said 6, you were thinking very quickly. Well done. We're going to be on lesson 31. You'll have 3 minutes. Prepare for your speed drill. Speed drill position. 3 minutes. Work carefully but quickly. You may begin. Jimmy, you these numbers. Now we're going to think through some of these numbers that I say and the correct way to write them. So I would like Carson and Jimmy to come to the chalkboard, grab a piece of chalk, and Jimmy, you can work under the firefly. Carson, you can work under the owl. Students watching and those at your seat, you are working on your scrap sheet of paper in front of you. Write the number that I say, 2,910. And both of you are correct. Make sure as you're writing your numbers, you're very neat. as you form that 9. Your next number, 500,931. Both of you are correct. 500,931 is the correct answer. 90,000. Yes, 90,000 should be the answer that you have written. Last number, 830. Good, 830. Well done, boys. Let's have Emily and Una come to the chalkboard. You're going to help us now with some rounding. We're going to round these numbers to the tens place. So think carefully. If it's 5 and higher, are you going to round up or down? Madison?
Up.
Good. And if it's 4 and lower, which direction do you round? Anna?
Down.
That's correct. Our first number, 139. And what is your answer, Emily?
140.
Yes, 140 is correct. 78. What does that round to, Una?
80.
Yes, both of you are correct. 33. Emily?
30.
Yes, both of you are correct. Did you have to round up or down for that one? Emily?
Down.
Down is correct. 175. And Emily?
180.
Yes, if you had all of those correct, you may put a smile beside that section. Now we're going to take a look at some of these measures. Go ahead and put your scrap sheet of paper and a pencil away. As we read through our measures, we're going to say or fill in the missing blank for the fact that would go in the middle. Let's have our girls stand, and we're going to read the first one. Here, begin. 1 pint equals 2 cups. 1 quart equals 2 pints. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Well done. Boys, continue. 1 yard equals 36 inches. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 yard equals 3 feet. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 1 day equals 24 hours. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Excellent teamwork, boys. Well done. Let's take a look at this chart. We're going to take a look at some of our geometric solids. Listen as I ask several questions. On our cube, what do we call the shape of the face on the cube? Presley?
Square.
Yes, this has a square face. How many faces does a sphere have, Emily?
None.
Right? The cone is resting on its face on the bottom. What shape is the face of the cone on the bottom, Madison? Underneath of it, the face that it's resting on, what shape is that?
A circle.
It is a circle. Nice job. What do we call the place where two of the faces meet? Morgan?
The edge.
Yes, that is correct. Let's take a look at our cylinder. What is the shape of the face at the top and the bottom? Dev?
The circle.
Good. Let's take a look at our rectangular prism. What is the shape of one of the faces on this rectangular prism, Emily?
It's rectangle.
Yes, one is a rectangle, and what is the other, Adrian? This one has both a square and a rectangle face on one of the sides. These shapes, these solids, are different from the beginning shapes that we learned because they have 3 dimensions: height, length, and depth. So those 3 dimensions make them different because they have that extra dimension to them. Now let's take a look at the chalkboard. As we look at the chalkboard, we're going to take a look at an addition problem. Jimmy, will you go ahead and turn on the lights for us? This addition problem we're going to solve together. Then we're going to take a look at how could I check my work to be accurate. You've heard teachers encourage you to check your work. Make sure your answer is correct. We're going to find out a way today how we can do that with an extra step to work for accuracy. So we're going to take a look at this first problem right here. 4 plus 2 is, class?
6.
Good. Now let's go over to the the tens column rather. 7 plus 9 equals?
16.
16. So my answer is 166. But the next way that we can check our work to make sure, did we add correctly? This is the way we are going to do it. You're going to do 2 lines at the top. So you'll put 2 lines right here, and you're going to add up. Normally, we add down. But now to check, we're going to add up. We're going to do the opposite. Remember, the factors in an addition problem can be switched, and the answers will not change. So if we added correctly, then this number should be the same number on the top. But we need to cover up our answer while we check. We don't just want to copy it, we actually want to think through it again. So I'm going to cover this bottom number. We're going to start on the bottom 2. 2 plus 4 equals?
6.
Good. Now, don't think through this one. Start above. Start with the 9. 9 plus 7 equals?
16.
16 is correct. And look, both of these numbers match, which means that our answer is correct. 166 and 166. So this must be the correct answer. Our problem is correct. We checked our work. Let's add through this one, and then we will check it. 3 plus 4 equals?
7.
Good. 4 plus 9 equals?
13.
So we have our 3, and we'll carry the 1 to the top of the next column. 1 plus 9 equals?
10.
10 plus 9 equals?
19.
19. So I have my 9. I bring it to the next column. 1 plus 7 equals?
8.
Plus 5 equals?
13.
So 3 on the bottom, carry the 1 to the next column. 1 plus 6 equals?
7.
Plus 4 equals?
11.
Where does the comma go in this number, Gage?
Between 9 and 3.
Yes. Is it the first 3 or the second 3?
First.
First. So between this 3 and this 9, read this answer for us, Carson.
113,937.
You've got it. Excellent job. Now let's check to see if our problem is correct. To help us check this, we're going to erase this right here, and then we will do our 2 lines right here. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to start on the bottom and go up. We're going to ignore the number underneath. 4 plus 3 is?
7.
7. 9 plus 4 is?
13.
13. And you say, how are we going to carry? We carry down at the bottom. So you put your number to carry right here, and then you add up. 1 plus 9 is?
10.
Plus 9 is?
10.
Okay, so you have 10 plus 9 is 19. So you write your 9 on top, and then you carry the 1 to the bottom, and you add up. 1 plus 5 is?
6.
Plus 7 is?
13.
13. So then you carry the 1 to the bottom. 1 plus 4 is?
5.
5 plus 6 is?
11.
11. So then we'll place our comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and both of the numbers are the same, which means our answer. Now let's take a look at checking an addition problem. Look and listen as I read the steps. Number 1, add just as you normally do. Number 2, draw a double line at the top of the problem. Number 3, now add upwards. Remember that add-ins can be added in any order. Number 4, the sum you get by adding upwards should be the same as your first sum. Number 5, if it is not, add again and look for any mistake. So let's look at number 1. You're going to work the problem and then check your problem going by starting at the bottom and adding up. So work A, B, C, and D. Work the problem and check the problem to make sure your problems are correct. Take your time, work accurately and carefully. You may begin. Jimmy, do number 1. Madison, do number 2. Cadence, do number 3. Carson, do number 4. Is the purple one at the top. this rounding. It says that that's the answer. That is not the answer. It's already rounded, technically. So, okay. So, I'm just going to say, okay, and then, because I'm like looking at this and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to say it's already rounded. So, okay, I'll text green. Okay. Or if they want, I'm going to text greening because I like glancing through it. I thought, oh, that makes sense. And looking at it, I'm like, that does not make sense. Okay, thanks. I'll text green. Good, you got the first one done. How many of you have completed the first one and checked it? You may raise your hand. Good, hands down. Continue on to that second one. Add it and then check it. You should at least have this one done. Let's check some of these answers. Even if you haven't completed this section, let's go ahead and check through them. I'm going to point to it, you add it, and then give me the answer. 9 plus 3 is?
12.
12 plus 9 is? 21. So we have the 1, and then we carried the 2. 2 plus 7 would be?
9.
9 plus 6 would be?
15.
15 plus 2 is?
17.
17, the answer, 171. And this person also did an excellent job. I can see where they erased what they carried from the first time because you don't want to get confused with those extra numbers. And then the second time they added, they carried here at the bottom and added up. The number should be 171. Be very careful that as you're working these problems, you're not just copying the same answer from the bottom to the top. The point of it is to make sure your work is accurate. So don't cut and take a shortcut and just write the same answer on top. You want to actually think through it because if it is wrong, you erase the entire problem and work it again. This will help you catch some of those mistakes so you can add accurately. Let's look at letter B. Here we have two different numbers. We have 243 and 233. This is a good example of which one is correct. So now let's think through it. We're going to leave the answer at the bottom. We're going to add up and see which one is correct. So let's start by adding at the bottom. 2 plus 7 is? 9 plus 4 is? 13. So we have the 3, we carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is?
10.
Plus 10, 10 plus 8 is?
18.
18 plus 6 is?
24.
24. So here we can find that our mistake was just in the adding, but that was a good way to think through. If you come up with two different numbers, you need to add it again to double check. Double checking doesn't hurt. It helps you be accurate. So take your time to think through that problem again. Let's take a look at letter C. Here, the answer at the bottom, 2,203, and at the top, 2,203, it matches. Both are correct. When you were carrying, you put your numbers here. When you were adding back up, excellent job. For letter D, at the bottom, we have 17,557. At the top, 17,557. Excellent job. Way to erase when you added back up and carried down here at the bottom. Good thinking through that work accurately. Raise your hand if you had at least 2 of those problems correct. Excellent thinking. Raise your hand if you had all of them correct. Give me a high five. Good work, hands down. Let's look at section 2. We're going to write the differences. Watch for any borrowing and think carefully as you subtract. You may work through section 2. Kaden, erase number 1, the addition problem, and put up this first subtraction problem on the chalkboard. Asa, you're going to erase problem 2, or the second problem at number 2, and put letter B at number 2. Lexi, you're going to erase the third problem at C and put this problem at letter C on the chalkboard. Let's check several of these answers. So for letter A, the answer you should have worked out was 368. Excellent job with that borrowing. For letter B, the answer on the chalkboard is 183, but let's take a look at this again. We have 2 minus 9, the bottom is bigger, so we are going to borrow. And I see our error right now. When we have 1 minus 1, what does 1 minus 1 equal? Asa?
0.
0. So this number should actually be a 0, so I'm going to change that into a 0. Then you did carry your 10, so you have 12 minus 9, which is 3. 10 minus 3 is what, Asa? 7. So that should be the number that we have. 5 minus 4 is 1. So it should be 173. For letter C, the answer is 232. Raise your hand if you have those correct. Give me another high five. Good thinking. All right, hands down. Let's go on to section 3 with the products. Multiply carefully. Watch for your captain. Don't forget to carry any numbers that you need to as you multiply through those problems. Work letter A, B, and C. don't forget to borrow. Yes. Anna, will you put this one at number 1? Deb, will you walk around and do letter B at number 2? It's okay. We just started this section, so do what you can. If you can't finish, we'll work on it together tomorrow.